10s don't exist. 9s are unicorns. 8s are extremely rare. 7s really good looking. 6, 5, 4 majority of the population.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
then
yeah.
4, 3, like you don't really see them. 2, 1, they're also what's the equivalent of a unicorn that's really ugly?
Oh god, a gargoyle. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like a gargoyle.
Yo, yo, yo.
Guess who's back?
Back again. Relatables.
Relatables back again. You know what we're here for.
We're here to make your life easier.
Yeah, make that. Once this is getting posted, make that Monday. Start the week off right with the Relatables gang.
Yeah.
Chirps that fucking, you know what? Chirps that fucking 5-star little button on the top of your Spotify.
Yeah, I think we might have got a bad review because it's gone down to 4.9.
Oh, did it?
It's unfortunate.
Some petty motherfucker.
So, whoever that was, go fix it. Because we want that 5 stars. 5 stars looks better.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on.
We don't want to be a 4.9 star podcast.
I had realized some people listen on Apple Podcasts as well. And you can leave reviews on there. But like,
oh, yeah, you can too.
where does Spotify is our main audience size. But no, that's all you got to do. But today's episode, Jake, it's in for a little good one, I reckon.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. Always excited.
Yeah,
as soon as we sit in these chairs, I think that's what gets me going.
I think these chairs just make the conversations flow, eh?
Yeah.
There's something about them.
And then the sniffing salts, they were fucked today, by the way.
Yeah, we did them just
We didn't
before. I was a
record
bit down, a bit tired, and I need the energy to get up. And normally after a potty, I'm all hyped, so
Yeah, we're good.
I should be getting my energy levels up.
And for good. Wait, did you have a bad sleep last night? Or was it from the gym?
I don't know. I've just been fucking grinding. I don't know. I got a shit pump, but yeah, I don't know.
No, that sets you up for a bad mood.
Yeah,
I won't lie. But I got just quickly. So we talked about, I don't know if it was last episode or the episode before, about was it the relatable or not relatable where you get chub when you're driving?
Yeah.
Bit of chub. Well, Wade, our friend, he said it's called traveler's fat.
Fat?
Traveler's fat, and it's caused by the vibrations on your gooch.
Oh, really?
So I just thought, you learn something new every day.
I've heard Benny's told it, one of our other mates has called it travellers.
Travellers?
Yeah, I haven't travellers fat, but that's
So it's common.
That's the technical term, is it?
Yeah, and he said it's like the vibrations to the perineum or something, and I said the penisium, and he said yeah. So, but I don't think it's actually called the penisium.
Yeah, right.
But I just thought, I'd let everyone know.
That's
what
very
it's called.
interesting. Do you reckon there's an equivalent for chicks?
Oh yeah,
Like,
I wonder what it's like for a girl to get horny. Because when a guy's horny, it's
easy to tell.
just boing, boing,
Yeah.
boing. But I wonder what it's actually. Yeah, what do they feel when?
Well, do they get the vibrations on, I don't know, something equivalent? I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Does it get heated down there or something?
I don't know. Surely there's some equivalent. Let us know, chicks. They probably won't, but...
Yeah, I feel like that's not... Actually, don't know why. Like, all you know is when you've been in the situation, it's like a girl just tells you they're horny.
Yeah.
But you don't actually know. You wouldn't be able to tell. If they were, they could just hide it. But if we have to like proper hide it because we have to like,
Oh yeah, it's impossible. It's that easy to tell.
Just because we got those big fucking, But so that's that.
That's an interesting start, yeah.
Just quickly to keep us going, I also wanted to hit you with a quick little would you rather while we're on the topic of doodles.
Okay, we love talking about that on here.
We love talking about doodles. But so would you rather take an inch off your height and add it to your dick, or an inch off your dick and add it to your height? And I have thought about this. I won't lie. I've thought about it.
That's a pretty easy answer for me, but...
You reckon, really though?
Well, I'm a tall guy. I just take an inch off my height, go back down to 6'2", and then get an inch on my dick.
I don't think you're 6'3".
Yes, I am.
There's no way.
Yes, I am.
I reckon you're 6'2".
No, we'll measure after and we'll fucking...
Okay. See, the reason... So I guess it's easy for you.
Yeah.
Because you'll still be over 6 foot.
Yeah.
If I do it, I'll be under 6 foot.
You'll be 5'11". Oh, no, 5'11".
But I'd be 5'11", which isn't that short, but I still love the claim of being able to say, yeah, I'm 6 foot.
Well, if you're under 6 foot, you're just a short king.
Exactly. So I don't...
Well,
but
yeah.
I also don't want to sacrifice any size down there.
Yeah, to go
because...
So you just stay the same?
I just... No. No.
You wouldn't sacrifice down there because you're not working with much. Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I just wouldn't want to take any away. I feel like you got to take as much as you can get.
Yeah.
Maybe I would go from the height, an inch from the height.
if you had to do one, but like I don't know, just play with what God's given you. Eh? Like it's not that big of a deal in the end of it.
Yeah.
Unless you've got like a fucking micro penis, which a lot of people do. You know?
Well, you may as well just take it off that then because it's already fucking tiny and then you'd be taller.
So we're locking in an answer, but what do you reckon?
So you're... Fuck, that was loud.
Yeah.
So you're taking off height, adding to length.
So that's an easy thing. Like I'm over 6 foot. Like I'm tall enough. Like
Okay. Fuck. I'm thinking I'm going to take off height as well.
really,
I just think that...
you're a short king.
I'll be 5'11" and a half.
You'll be in the same boat as some of the other boys in our group. The midgets.
But they don't have that extra inch down below.
No, they don't.
So you see, I'm gaining something at least.
Yeah.
And it won't look that much different. I'll still be tall.
But an inch down there is so much more than an inch of your height. Like
if I was
that's
an
a
inch
big
taller,
difference.
Yeah. If I was an inch taller, no one would really notice.
Yeah.
But then I think people will notice if there's an inch longer down there.
But
I'd be a lot more confident.
But
as
not
well.
a lot of people though. Like only like a minute.
Wait, that's true.
You,
like with the amount of girls I get, it's none. So, so no one's gonna know but me and the people I tell because I'll just be confident.
You'll be telling us and Jack every morning, hey, boys, it worked. It worked.
Guys, fucking look at this. Just moving on to keep us going again. I wanted to hit you with another little choice. Okay.
Okay, go. We're starting off random, and I like it.
Starting off random. I just wanted to keep the people, keep their brains engaged.
Yeah, engaged. That's the word. Yep.
So it's one of those she's a 10. We haven't done that for ages.
Yeah.
We did them early episodes. So I just got one. I've had it written down for ages. I want to get rid of it. Okay, so she's a 10.
Yep.
But she corrects you when you use the wrong your or their.
So this happens quite a lot with me. Are we just limiting it to those two?
So it's either they correct you when you use the wrong your or the wrong their.
What about spelling mistakes? Are we going to bundle that in there or not?
I mean, does that piss you off?
Well, because I don't really get the yours wrong. I get a lot of spelling mistakes wrong though.
Okay, let's go spelling mistakes
as
now.
well.
Yeah.
So what were they?
So they basically are just grammar Nazis.
Yeah. What were they? So they were
a 10.
They were a 10. Ooh. If I'm being honest, if they're a 10, they're still a 10. But like, if we're playing this game, I'm gonna go. Fuck, it does annoy me sometimes. 7.5.
7.5. Yeah.
Fuck, if they can understand what you're saying, like, don't correct me.
I know.
Like,
I always will read a message, and if it says something, but it looks like the word I know they're trying to use.
Yeah.
You understand it.
Yeah, you don't just go, fucking, if you just, what's an example of that? Just, you always see it, but if they're completely wrong, I can understand. I like to learn a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
But if I've tried to spell it, I've just got it wrong. Like, just fuck off, eh?
I agree. I think, you got to knock them down.
At this point in my life, I've given up on trying to spell better, so.
I don't think we're going to learn how to spell any better anyway.
Yeah,
this is probably about as
I'm pretty bad.
education.
But
our education's not going any further. But when you said before, if she's a 10, she's still a 10. When were we talking about this? Like, a 10s are rare.
Oh yeah, this is like a whole topic we could talk about.
Yeah.
Which I can't. Do you want me to try and remember it off the top of my head?
Maybe, yeah, just quickly. If not, we can.
Okay, so majority of people are either 4, 5, 6. That's the majority of people in the
4,
world.
5, and 6. Okay.
So, and you rarely see 1 and a 2 in real life.
Yeah.
You rarely see a 1 and 2, and you rarely see an 8 or a 9. Okay, and then when you see a 7, you're like, fuck, she's pretty fucking damn. She's like, damn. And then 8's are just fucking, woo. It's like they're the best. And then 7, and then vice versa down to like a 3.
Yeah, so 3s are rare.
3s are rare, pretty rare. 3s are pretty rare. 7s and 8's pretty rare. And when we're talking that 10, they don't exist, Jake.
Nah, okay. Wait, you mean they don't exist at all?
Nah. 10s only, so 9s are unicorns.
Okay.
So a 9, if you see a 9, if you bag a 9, you've just won like the lottery, whatever the statistics are to win a lottery. Okay. You've got a 9. 10s only come into your equation when you bring in things such as personality. So
they are a 9 by looks.
Yeah.
But they can get the extra point when they're just super cool.
Yeah. Well, an 8 can become a 10 if the personality's banging.
Big personality.
But 10s don't exist in real life, Jake. That's impossible.
Wow. So everyone needs to stop chucking around we throw that around too
she's
loosely.
A 10. Yeah. No chances. 10s don't exist. 9s are unicorns. 8s are extremely rare. 7s really good looking. 6, 5, 4 majority of the population.
Yeah. Okay,
and then
here.
4, 3, like you don't really see them. 2, 1. They're also what's the equivalent of a unicorn that's really ugly?
Oh god, a gargoyle.
Yeah, like a gargoyle.
All right, that's fair enough. Okay, I'm trying to think, but I also am I think I am also just really mean. And if I do find someone, if there is someone that's like a 4, but I find them unattractive, I'll just be like, fuck off, they're a 1. Like, I think I throw that around too loosely.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter in the end of the scheme of things. But like, if you
looks matter on here.
Yeah, I know. But like, if a 4 or 1, like if you're not going to be attracted to them either way.
True, that's true.
And if you're being honest with yourself, you might want to say, I'm a 10. I'm a 10. I'm fucking that good.
Yeah.
Realistically, you're a fucking 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Like,
who really is higher than that?
Yeah, like it's this. Like when we're talking 8s and 9s, they're like. What's Margot Robbie's a girl example, Chris Hemsworth is a guy example. That we're talking that's for 8 and 9.
See, that makes a lot of sense. So, like, if you're sitting here, no one can deny that Chris Hemsworth is an 8 or a 9 for a guy. And his personality, I mean, from what you see and from what you hear in interviews, he sounds like a nice guy. So let's say that he is a 9.5 to a 10 of a guy.
Yeah.
If you're calling yourself a 10, compare yourself to Chris Hemsworth, because I guarantee you're not his height, you're not as good looking, you don't have his physique, and you're not as funny, and you're not as nice.
Yeah, exactly.
So you might need to be humbled there.
One way to humble yourself as well, if you think, I'm a 10, like I'm an 8, I'm a 9. First thing in the morning, if you don't look that same way, you're fucking down a few things, eh?
If your makeup rubs off at night,
or even as a dude,
if you wake up with bags under your eyes, this is guys and girls.
I can happily admit in the morning I look like shit.
If you wake up with bed hair, if your breath stinks when you wake up,
like unicorns wake up and they're beautiful.
Yeah,
like that's just how it works.
They don't have to put any effort in.
Yeah, okay, I saw that somewhere. I know I completely agree with it, and I put my own little changes onto it, but I think that's pretty fucking accurate.
I agree.
I don't think you can dispute that in a lot of ways.
No.
But so I don't know.
Yeah, sorry to humble everyone there. It's time to take a good hard look in the mirror and just compare yourself.
It's not even humbling yourself, because everyone falls within the same category, 6, 7, like 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, and you if you are a 5 and you bag a 7, you're fucking lucky.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, and even so, and you can be a 5 and become a 7 with personality. It all like correlates in different ways.
It's very intricate, and it's
Yeah, and it's just the matters. The 7 might value personality more, or a 5 might value looks more. It's just, it all comes down to preference and find that lucky person that you connect with.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Rightio, I got a couple of just some facts for you.
Okay.
Thought you might learn something new, some cool ones. These ones, I think they're a little bit science-based. So they're actually kind of interesting.
I've got one at the end, and it's also science-based.
Oh, cool. So, first one. Voyager 1, which is like
from Star Trek?
thing they sent out into space.
Yeah.
It's like a satellite.
That's full on Star Trek, Voyager. Star Trek Voyager. Yeah.
Maybe that's what they named it after.
Yeah.
So, Voyager 1 has been traveling at 30,000 miles per hour for 43 years, and it's only 20 light hours away. Fuck. So it took 43 years traveling at 30,000 miles per hour to get to where it's at, and it would take light only 20 hours
to get there. Shit, that is where is it? Is it near a planet that we know?
I think it's past Pluto.
Oh, okay.
I think that's I think it's the furthest thing we've ever sent out there.
That's pretty cool.
It's still going.
That's pretty cool. It's still going, and they're getting
it's pretty fucked
data back from it and stuff.
Yeah,
it's so amazing how vast it is.
It's crazy.
And we just don't understand it. Yeah, that is fucking interesting.
Unfathomable.
Light speed.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh, how cool would it be? Talking about Star Trek and shit. You could just jump light years.
You just go anywhere.
Yeah, you could just go jump in your little spaceship and go straight to the moon in 20 minutes, or whatever. It would take less than that. I
think to get to the moon, going light speed takes
seconds,
30 seconds, not even.
Yeah, that'd be fucking sick, I reckon.
It's stupid. It takes 8 minutes to get to the sun, but you don't want to go there. All right, next one. When you dream, one portion of your brain creates the story, while another portion witnesses the events.
Say that again?
So when you dream, one portion of your brain creates the story, and another portion witnesses it.
That's crazy.
Because you're not using your eyes.
Yeah. It's so, when you wake up from a dream, you're like, well, why? It's weird how you think about certain things though, don't you reckon?
Yeah, I had the weirdest dream last night. I've been having some weird ones lately. They're very, very...
Like, because you can have ones about, like, I can have ones like I'm on a pirate ship and I'm like this amazing like character, or I'm just like I'm in a classroom or something.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how your brain just...
Or you have those ones where you're trying to run away from something and you can't.
I don't have those. Like,
really?
You said those falling ones before. I don't have them.
What?
Yeah.
See, I have them all the time.
Yeah, no, I don't have them.
I used to have one as a kid. I think I had it from memory like 4 or 5 times, and it was... this was when I was like 9, and I don't know why I remember this, but it was me going up to just like, it was like I was on the freeways in Queensland. Mm. It was just like one way each way, and then it just was ages that way, and there was just a wood fence with long grass. I'd go up to the wood fence, and then this fucking tiger would just start chasing me, and I couldn't run away from it. And
really?
then I'd wake up.
That's scary.
See, that's a weird dream.
But, I would love to... Human Lab should do an episode on dreaming.
Yeah.
Because why do you think about certain people in your dreams?
Wait, yeah, that's a good point. Why do I would understand why, if you were in a dream of mine, I would understand it because I see you all the time.
Yeah.
And Jack, like I had a dream about Jack last night. But then you have a dream about someone you haven't seen either ever in your life, or you haven't seen them for years and thought about them for years.
There's like random things. I can happily admit I've had like dreams about random chicks and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you just have no control over it.
Do you ever have a dream about a girl and then it wasn't even a dream that it wasn't a sex dream or anything, but it for some reason you're now attracted to that girl?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
See, isn't that weird? I've had that.
It's like your brain subconsciously knows that you have a little thing for it.
You got a little crush.
But then your heart doesn't want to admit or something. So you have a dream about it. You're like, oh, maybe I do.
And then you see them and you're just like, damn, shorty.
Fuck.
All right.
How weird would it be if you could like somehow know if someone's had a dream about you? Like, there was like a special power. Like, you wake up in the morning and be like, 633 people had a dream about you.
That would be cool.
That would be like, yeah, I don't know. Just we're doing a lot of like what ifs today.
Yeah. That would be sick, but okay. Approximately 99.85% of all the mass in the solar system is concentrated in the sun.
Yeah, that's fucked.
That's fucking stupid.
Mm.
Jesus Christ. The sun's huge. And it's not
massive.
even a big star.
Yeah, in the scale of other ones further away.
Silly. The time period in which dinosaurs lived is so vast, there were dinosaur fossils when dinosaurs were still alive.
And then they all got wiped out. Yeah, that's crazy.
So think about how long it takes for something to actually fossilize. So dinosaurs lived and there was already dinosaur fossils. That's fucked.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And we've been here for a little blip. This one's weird, actually.
And we're already fucking it up.
Yeah, I know. We're fucking this place up bad. If you put one of every animal in a bag and then pick one out, you have a 1 in 5% chance in picking a beetle.
A beetle?
Isn't that crazy?
A 1 in 5% chance. That's pretty cool.
So there must just be that many different species of beetles.
Beetles, yeah. Fuck, no, if Jack picked, he'd pick a dung beetle, eh?
He'd be drawn to the smell. It'd be drawn to him. It'd be drawn to him. Like, that's my shit. I need that.
It would jump out of the bag and pick him up.
Oh. Okay. There are 8 times as many atoms in a teaspoonful of water as there are teaspoons full of water in the Atlantic Ocean. What? So in a teaspoon of water, there's 8 times the amount of atoms than there is teaspoons of water in the Atlantic Ocean. That's that's wigging me out thinking about it.
That's like a mind fuck, man. That's hard to process.
That's just so crazy. How do they? And they have telescopes that can see individual atoms.
Yeah, that's mental.
Craziness. Okay. I think it's my last one. You can fit all the planets, Pluto included, between Earth and the Moon.
Yeah, okay.
That's actually kind of cool.
Okay, my one kind of leads off from that as well.
Oh, shit, let's go.
We haven't done this at all. So, on the basis of that, like, there's a bit of mind fucks. Like, you can't really believe them. Like that atom one. Like, it's just crazy to comprehend.
We probably can't really. It's like we talk about it and we think, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But we can't comprehend it.
But my one's got a bit of a backstory. I still refuse to believe that like the world's not a simulation in some kind of way.
Oh, same. I actually do as well.
I went shopping today and I couldn't find a park to start. And I was going up to Erina, like our big shopping centre. And I was going to go do a couple of errands. And I just couldn't find a park, and I ended up parking somewhere else and walking in. I was just seeing all these people, and I just refused to believe that every single one of these people goes home to their own lives. Like, they go home and regenerate or something.
It's weird, eh?
And, like, they all have their own problems. Like, think about your problems that you have. And I saw this on a movie, but this has just made me, like, think the world we live in is definitely a simulation, because there's no way this is possible otherwise.
Okay.
So eclipses can happen, right?
Like the way the moon goes over the...
Yeah, the moon goes exactly over the sun, and it covers it completely.
Yeah.
And that can only happen because the sun is roughly 400 times larger than the moon, but the sun also happens to be 400 times further away than the moon. So it correlates that it's exactly further enough away that it's 400 times that way, that it can, once they overlap, they're the exact same size.
So that's the distance.
Yeah. So the moon is exactly 400 times smaller than the sun, and it's also exactly 400 times away from the sun. So when they overlap, it covers each other completely. And there's no way that's just possible from luck or anything like that. If someone's built that shit or something like that in that way with maths, like something's happened. And it's evident in an eclipse. Like, they cover each other perfectly.
Yeah. Okay. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, like, there's no other...
What? Someone's definitely just... That's calculated.
That's calculated. Like, someone's put in their little computer in the world. Yeah. Like, boom, boom, boom. Yep, we'll just make the moon 400 times smaller than the sun and exactly 400 times away from it. So they cover each other exactly.
So we can wig these little fucking weird ants on the earth.
I reckon it's just like a science experiment gone wrong, and we've just ended up living our own lives.
Yeah, we just live in a jar or something.
Yeah. Like, there's so many people, and I was just looking at people, and I was just like, I don't believe you've got a life, not you.
I also find it hard to believe, because even just where we live, there's so many people.
Yeah.
Just to think about, they all have their own consciousness.
Yeah.
And I just think, what would life look like through their eyes? What would it be like to be them? And then I just like wig myself out and think, fuck, I better
it's crazy. I just don't know how to comprehend everyone's, we've said it before, problems.
Yeah.
Or even everyone's like life experiences. Like, everyone knows, everyone learns different things, and everything's just...
Everyone's happy with different things as well.
Everyone lives their different lives. Like, I've got my routine, you've got yours, and I have my bubble around me. And then there's a billion different bubbles going around in the world processing it. And then there's other countries, and just like, oh, man.
Yeah, we're not even the most populated one.
Just a simulation. And the Central Coast isn't even like... We're not even a major city. I'd hate living in Sydney, man. I'll get so stressed out. Or like a major city.
I was driving home from the gym today, and I just was like... And I was hungry, and I was like, fuck, there is too many people here.
Yeah, that's what I
do not like it here.
That's what... just getting out of the rat race, like, because majority of people don't work Saturday, Sunday. We'll go shopping and stuff.
That's when everyone does stuff.
And then a lot of the time I can go shopping like at 2 o'clock or something like that.
On like a weekday.
Yeah, on a weekday. And after TAFE. And you just go there and you go do your thing, and there's not many people there, and you just feel like this is how life should be. Then you go up there today, and I'm like, fucking hell, man, what's going on?
It's so annoying.
I walked in the Kmart because I just wanted to get a yoga mat to stretch on outside.
Yeah,
because it's been hurting my knees.
Yeah, I see it. I was thinking about getting one as well.
And I walked in there, the line was fucked. Just walked in, saw the line, walked out.
I'm not wasting my time on that.
So I was just like, I'll come back to you in the week, I'll find some time. But that just to reiterate. We're in a simulation, and that proves it. I've proven it.
Facts.
Facts.
I also find the thing that wigs me out still is how some cars can fit on the road. So my car's tiny, and it fits on the road. And then there's these cars that are like 4 or 5 times the size in each way, and they fit on the road as well. It just wigs me out. I don't know why. That's some good calculations.
There's so many things like that in the world.
Fucking weird. Okay, Oddie.
Yep.
I want to talk about true feelings. And so what I mean by that is I saw a video, and it was of a guy explaining kind of like a different view on the world, and he talks about how he says I wonder what it would be like years ago when there was no Instagram, no dating apps, no social media, no nothing like that, and you meet a girl, you fall in love, and you're perfect for each other. And then, unfortunately, you break up.
Yeah.
But then after you break up, you literally never see that person again in your life. and you have no opportunity to stalk on Instagram, no opportunity to message them. And it's just like, also, how much would you love that person while you were with them because there's no social media? So Instagram, TikTok, all this stuff where there's all these other, it's like just easy access to, it's like soft porn almost, and like stuff that's better, stuff that you don't have that you could have that makes you rethink the situation you're in. So I was just, and it made me think like, seriously, I wonder, was feelings back then stronger? And are the people that have the self-control to have no social media that are with a partner, because they see so much less than everyone else, do they love them more?
Wow.
It weighed me out thinking about it.
Yeah, I would love to be in that time.
See, same.
I would love it. Just because social media, although there's so many benefits, Google, learning, blah, 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 going on and on, just human interactions just gone down the drain.
Yes.
Completely.
Yes.
Like confidence levels in people, because you can just hide behind this stupid little thing that's in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
You can avoid conversations, and then like you don't have to go into your feelings.
Yeah.
But if in a relationship like that, I reckon that's just how it's meant to be. Like, although they like a lot of people when they break up now block them, and people say that's petty or whatever. I kind of agree with it to an extent.
Yeah.
Just because, like, I fully loved you, I don't want to see you and have those emotions come back to the surface.
It just makes it harder.
Yeah.
Having contact, being able to have contact.
Like at the click of a button, I can message someone for halfway around the world if they're calling like that.
Mate, you can, like, in all honesty, at the click of a button, you could message a celebrity and it gets to them whether or not they look at it or not.
Yeah.
But you have access to everyone.
Yeah, but it makes it does make those feelings so much more. What you said, like true love.
Would it be a lot more? What I would love to know is, just would you love them more? Would that be what true love is like? But I'm not saying everyone looks at these people on Instagram and compares, but
yeah,
I gotta say, I think the majority of people would.
I reckon you'd be a lot happier in your situation for sure.
Yeah.
Or you would get into a situation more willingly. Mm-hmm. Like, because a lot of people second guess themselves because they have this amazing person in front of them, and then they're like, oh, there's an 8 on my Instagram and I don't have an 8. Like, what am I doing?
She's hotter than who I've got.
Yeah.
Maybe I could get that.
Yeah. Like stuff like that. Whereas if there was no comparison, you would just be completely involved in that person in front of you and fall in love with the person they are, not like the person you are looking for.
Yeah.
Because definitely a lot of problems we have is building up this like preconception of the person we're like talking to. Like I think I do build up like a fake pretense of like who they are, not actually who they are, because I'm comparing them to other people. Mm-hmm. And like I'm building up a fake reality of what they are, and I'm not actually getting involved in this person.
Yeah.
Because of all the social media bullshit, like all this other
stuff. Yeah, I know exactly. Do you ever so with all, let's just say with all the like the Instagram models that we follow, they're all fucking beautiful, obviously, and we follow them for one reason, and that's because we find them attractive. Yeah. No other reason, because we don't know them. We never will know them.
I'd be like, as much as it's bad to say, I don't give a fuck what they're posting about. I just like to look.
Exactly. You're there because it's eye candy. Yeah. But what it is, so imagine, I don't know if you do this, but I think everyone just does do this. Because you find that person attractive, you probably have a little subconscious thing in your head of what you think they would be like. So, and then basically you have this preconceived notion of what they're going to be like. But if you were to ever meet them in person, there's a 99% chance that they are completely different.
Yeah.
And so basically, and like even with the people that, because a lot of people will meet someone online. So like with let's say Tinder. So you're scrolling based off looks because you find them interesting. And it's like, they put their little personality things down in there, but people fucking lie about that. You can just go click random ones because you just want to get on there and start swiping. Yeah. And so you let's say you go on a date with this person and you've gone off it based just off looks, which is, I get that you need to be attracted to the person, but before you even see them in person, you've got all these probably ideas in your head of what they're going to be like and this, that, the other, and then they might disappoint you. And that's really not fair on that person because you're just making judgments.
100%.
It's fucked.
And big things with that, with the like Instagram models, you follow them for the looks and then you build up that preconception of what they would sound like, what they would like, all that. And then you hear them talk and you're like, oh shit, this isn't the person I've imagined.
It's like their voice is annoying.
Yeah. And it's all these things. And you just build up this false reality in your head that doesn't actually exist. And but
because so many people, you and I included, we are scared to go talk to people, even guys and girls. I'd be scared to just walk up and talk to someone, introduce myself out of nowhere because you have no reason to do it. But I think that would have just been so normal back in the day.
100%. And even like we're so influenced and open to all these other like women on our like Instagrams and everything like that. We get a hit of it like that. If we didn't have anything, we would be more inclined to go and talk to a girl.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have all this. We're getting our hits elsewhere that aren't really natural.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Even in like porn.
Yeah.
Having that access.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you feel horny, you can just go get rid of that feeling, get a dopamine release, which you're then feeling good. So you have zero urge. You don't feel the need to go and talk to a girl.
Yeah, exactly.
And do it naturally.
Well, being horny is the natural instinct of saying, I need to go talk to a woman.
I need to go fucking plant my seed somewhere. I need to go make children.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's the natural thing to do, and we just get rid of it by watching porn.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. It's just...
it's such a simpler time, and I kind of envy it in a way. I guess if we're looking at it now, you could still... You said you reckon relationships would last longer if like that's because it's true love.
Yeah.
Do you think those people here now who aren't as in like heaps of people aren't addicted to their phones?
Yeah.
And they don't go on social media. They just go on a scroll once a week maybe.
Yeah.
Do you reckon those people are more inclined to have a happy, faithful relationship?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. I wouldn't mind something cool to do would probably to be so just I don't know why I struggle. Let's just just unfollow everyone on Instagram.
I've thought about this many times.
Unfollow everyone that you follow.
Yeah.
Because your feed will not be interesting then anymore. Because you do follow them for the people you know. You want to see what they're doing. And then it's like, the Instagram models, they're hot. You want to see photos of them. And then, but if you unfollow everyone, then your feed will be shit. And then every time you go on it, you'll just not go on it.
Yeah.
Same with like TikTok and stuff.
But TikTok's your For You page.
Oh, wait, yeah, true. So you just
it
would have to
work on
delete
Instagram.
that. It'd work on Instagram though,
TikTok.
wouldn't it? And yeah, that's actually trying to think.
On the other side of this being our social media thing, if you're looking at it as a personal aspect of which is 99% of people watch Instagram, like I think that's a good, not to maybe even just keep you, because normally you have 10 people in your life, 20 people in your life you actually genuinely care about.
Yeah. And
they're only posting once a week, once a month.
Yeah. Exactly.
Keep those people there and you go check it every couple of days. Like that's just a healthy thing to do, not check those influencers who post every single hour and things like that, and you just get hooked.
Yeah, I hear.
But also I hate the you see on TikTok especially, but I've seen it before TikTok was a thing, like reply times, and people get so caught up on like she's not into me because she took so long to reply, or like being left on red when the conversation wasn't completely over, or the way someone says good night and things like that.
You don't send a love heart with
Like,
oh shit.
But that's just trying to read how someone uses social media, whereas if that was in person and I'd just say you're a girl and I said good night, like you could tell the way I was saying goodnight if I liked you, like you could see it in my eyes. Like you could see like the affection on my face if I actually genuinely like it.
When I say it, my face doesn't turn into emoji. Like, fucking.
Whereas like if two people like each other, they can both say night and you both don't know anything. Whereas if two people like each other in real person, they both say goodnight. You can tell just by the tension in the room. And like stupid shit like that. And then you're trying to read if someone replies in half an hour, they're into me. But if they reply in 2 hours, they're not into me. And then they get caught up in this stupid bullshit. But someone could just be busy, or they just don't want to reply to you over their phone, which is completely understandable.
See, I fucking hate talking. I hate texting. And I like if I really want to talk to someone, I would much prefer a 10-second phone call.
Yeah, me too.
So then I just get the answer out of the way. I ask my question, I get the answer, we're done. We don't have to talk again until we see each other or till the next time one of us has a question for the other. I don't want to be texting someone all day. That's why I hate trying to talk to a girl over social media, trying to keep a conversation going. It's like, how about we just take the leap, meet in person. If it doesn't go well, it doesn't go well. If it goes well, it goes well. I'd much rather do that.
Yeah. Well, one thing I've been doing a bit now, like you know when if you're talking to a girl for first, like newer girl or something like that, you don't want to reply straight away, even if you're on your phone.
Yeah, you don't want to act too keen. That's what it is. You got to play the little game.
You got to play the chase. Well, I'm fucking sick of those stupid ass games.
Yeah,
it's because it's so dumb. And if that's the reason they don't want to talk to me is because I've replied too quickly, like fuck off. So if I'm on my phone, I'm just gonna reply because I want to talk to you. And if I'm not on my phone, I'm not gonna reply.
Exactly.
Like it's simple as that.
One of the things I hate doing is one of the reasons. So I'll leave a message for ages, and it's like semi, because I want them to think I'm busy.
Yeah.
It's like what the fuck? It's so weird. But I also hate having to think of a reply.
Yeah.
So I hate when it's into that stage where it's like I can't quite ask them to hang out yet. So I need to keep this conversation going. But I also the reason I'll leave something for heaps long is because I fucking hate having to think of a reply.
Well, texting conversations are hard to keep the flow going, like just because it's just...
Well, it's because it's so much stop-start.
Yeah. And it's just...
Especially on Snapchat. I always forget what I say on Snapchat.
Yeah, and if it's only works when you're both there replying straight away because there's like it's sort of coherent and it's working like a conversation would in real life. But then if it's stopped 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, 5 minutes, like you're just like, oh fuck, what was that? I'm doing something. What am I talking about? Like, la 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 la.
Trying to think about so ages ago when there was no internet, no phones, no nothing. Think about so if you saw someone, if you and I were out. And I don't know where people used to hang out at the bowling alley or something. Who knows? But let's just say we're all out with our friends, and it was like because everyone would probably. I assume everyone on the weekends would just go to the same spot, and so then you and I are with our friend group. There's a girlfriend group over there. We see someone we like, and we're friends with one of her friends. So if we don't have the balls to go up and ask that girl for her phone number, I assume what used to happen was you'd wait till the friend is alone, and you'd just ask the friend, "Oh, what's your friend's phone number? Can I please have it?" And if they go, yeah, cool. And then you call them when you go home. You call them and you actually have a conversation. You say, look, it's like, and I assume you ask them on a date or like if their dad answers, you're like, oh, hello, Mr. Such and such. May I please speak to your daughter?
I reckon that would have been the prime time to live when mobile phones weren't really a thing.
Yeah.
Like only like your parents might have had one, like one between the family or something. But you had to ring the home phone and whoever picked up, you had a little conversation with, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Could I please speak to Sally or something?
Right. Because I'm young enough. Sorry.
Yeah, we used to have the kid. We used to ring after your parents.
I'm old enough to have rung a friend that way, but I'm not old enough to have rung a girl.
No, not ringing. Imagine how ballsy you would have felt like just doing that. And even so, like when you like go out and stuff, like you just say, "I'll be bringing home by 10," and they got to trust you because they can't text you saying, "What are you doing right now? Where are you?"
Blah, they can't track your location.
Yeah.
Parents that track their kids' locations,
that's fucked.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, like they say, you go walk up and say, yeah, bring her home by 10. You're like, all right, sweet.
Yeah.
Geez, Dad.
Yeah, exactly. And also when you have a girlfriend now, so back then when you had a girlfriend, when you dropped them home, you didn't speak to them. Like maybe when you left, you would just be like, oh, hey, thanks. Yeah, it was a great night. And you may have not even made plans again then.
Yeah.
You don't expect to see them the next day. But now you'd have to call them again to make plans. But now it's like you drop them home and then you feel the need. I always, if I was to go on a date, I always feel the need to say, like, even though I've already said that was a good time, thanks, have a good night after they leave and go back home. When you get home, you feel the need to text them again, say, oh, thanks again for that. Like, we should do it again sometime. Really fun. I had a good time. And then when you have a girlfriend, it's just so much easier to make a plan with them. And then you end up spending too much fucking time with them too early on. So relationships get toxic. And then you just fucking become codependent and shit. It's so weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Social media. But going way back to your question of like living without all the social media. And you just,
true feelings.
Your true feelings. I 100% reckon people get more emotionally involved because there's not as much, like you don't get to see everything. We're seeing unicorns. Like we said at the start. We're seeing unicorns and like you don't really get completely involved with this person in front of you because realistically they're 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, exactly.
Not being a dog, but we're both 5, 6, 7. It's like it's what it is.
Happy to admit it.
Yeah, happy to admit it. And we're seeing unicorns, whereas 99% of the world are 5, 6, 7s, and we've got this beautiful one in front of me. But I want a fucking unicorn that doesn't exist.
Exactly.
And it would have been a nice time to live. Your grandparents' time, I think it was.
It would have been a great time to live because it was like the flu wasn't killing them. They'd have the flu vaccine, and then like the wars were over. and it was just this good era.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, maybe there would have been some shit stuff going on, but still, it's just.
I'll tell you what, I reckon they would have slept so much better. Just this last little side note, because we go on the rays, what are they called? The from our phone, what
blue light.
Blue light. We go from our TV to our phone to our laptop, and right before we go to sleep, like most people look at it. Like,
99%.
Yeah.
Has to be 99%.
They look at their phone, but they would have either been watching a shitty TV with really bad resolution, until like, I don't know, 8:30, and
wasn't
with
even
the family,
color on it. There was just fucking black and white
with the family, and like just like good vibes.
Yeah,
and then
with your family too. You're spending time with the family.
Well, you only ever had one TV. Like,
who can afford more than that?
Yeah, exactly. And then you go to bed and either read a book or just like, who knows what you do, listen to a record, and then you go to sleep.
Yes. Bro.
And listening to a record was like a little thing to do because we couldn't just click play.
Yeah. And now it's like we need our phones because we can make all these excuses. It's like, oh, but how am I going to wake up? I need my alarm. Buy an alarm clock.
I think I might buy an alarm and put my phone in there.
What we need to do is we need to get one of them lock boxes.
Yeah.
And put it in there. And then the next thing we could be able to what if there's an emergency and someone needs me? We put them on Do Not Disturb anyway so no one calls us.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we don't want to be disturbed. So if it's an emergency, I'll be a normal human and get to you tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
what? Not any emergency. Someone's going to need me to live. Like no one's going to. If it's an emergency, someone's going to need a lift. And
if someone's dying, they're gonna call fucking 000.
Yeah,
you know.
But yeah, fuck. It would have been a great time to live. And any grandparents listening? No, I'm kidding.
Even our parents, man. I think they would have had a little bit of time like that.
Yeah. Well, do you reckon divorce is going to become even though it's always
already dumb?
Do you reckon it's going to be even worse with our generation because we're one of the first generations to completely be involved with phones, whereas like I think it's like 25 or 26 had a bit without it, and they had to learn to do it, whereas we've been completely mobile phones.
I just reckon that marriage in itself, marriage will just become less. It's going to be less likely for people to get married. I think people will just end up with someone forever, and then they'll just not get married because why? Really?
Yeah. Fair enough,
But that's our rant
Yeah.
about stuff we wish we were older.
Okay, Jake. There is no better feeling in the whole entire world, and I don't want to say I feel bad for women, but I don't think they get to experience it to the same extent that dudes do. There's no better feeling than hanging out with a group of your mates, just in a room, doing absolutely nothing, just talking absolute shit, doing nothing, just maybe music in the background, and vibes are just that fucking high.
Oh, dude, you're hyping me up thinking about that.
I don't know. There's something about... I hope women have an equivalent, and I hope if we make a clip out of this, they will tell us what it is.
Yes.
But say there's 6 of us in a room, 6, 7, 8. Some of us on the couch, we're spilling over the sides. Some of us are eating, just talking shit, laughing.
I wonder what it is as well, because we just... Oh, it's so much fun, and it's unexplainable.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, testosterone's just going up and up and up, and I'm talking shit, you're talking shit, I'm giving you shit, we're having a good conversation over here.
Yeah, and it's like the whole group's just working in unison as well. It's like there's one guy that's getting shit put on him for the night, there's a couple of jokers, and then there's like, everyone's just chiming in.
It's a cog system, and there's no way to explain it. Like, if you're feeling, like, depression doesn't exist in those situations.
No,
like, in male, like, there's, for that 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours that you're together, there's no problems in the world. Girls don't exist. Like, nothing else exists than what we're talking about right now. Yeah, and I'm just laughing about this funny TikTok you've shown me.
Yes,
or like the thing you did on the weekend last week, and we're just cringing, and it's so fucking good.
Dude, you're hyping me up, eh?
Yeah. But as much as I hate to say it, a lot of those times happen on a Scat Sunday after a big night out.
Oh, the one thing I got to admit, the one thing I miss about drinking is hanging out the next day, because all the boys will go home, or a couple will stay at one place, waking up hungover, and we all get together the next day. We get brekkie, and then we hang out at the beach or just back at one of the boys' houses watching Netflix all day, and we just fucking chat shit, and it makes the hangover go away. It makes I don't know, if you've gotten fucked up and done drugs the night before, your chemical imbalances are back to fucking normal for that little bit of time, because you're just you're having a good fucking time.
And your brain's also not working because you're just deprived of sleep. You've just been drinking, eating pure shit.
Yeah.
And just some of the things your mouth's saying is just doesn't make sense. And it's hilarious.
Jabber. It's just, Oddie's bad for it. We call him, what do we call him? Oddie farts?
Yeah, Oddie farts moments.
Oddie farts moments, because just when Oddie scat, he cannot talk. He can't get words out. So
yeah, it's just funny. And I reckon every male friendship group that goes out and drinks has the same, it's all different to each other, but man,
we are, even when we're sober, we're pretty good like that. We have a good time.
Yeah. Like fuck all that. I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to say. I want to say I'm wrong, but do girls hang out? You had a missus for like a.
I had one for.
Do
about
they
3
hang
years,
out more in a public, nice, fancy setting? Like, because I know they put all their effort into like hanging out. Like they make fancy cheese platters and shit. I actually don't know. I want to know.
Okay, no. So we hang out. We quite often will hang out as a group at someone's house.
Like we just got
and we have zero plans.
Yeah.
So if we end up at the pub for dinner, we planned it 5 minutes before we left.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, where girls wig out with boys. We'll make a plan and go do it within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Girls, they have to plan it absolute minimum the morning of that night, because they need time to get ready to do stuff. They need time because but you asking that question is, I'm trying to remember. She very rarely, like, maybe would go get a coffee.
Yeah.
But they didn't just hang out like we would. Like, we would all just, the boys would be like, yeah, come to mine. And we would just go there thinking that that's what we're doing without knowing we're going to do anything else, because it just comes up and then we leave within 5 minutes. But then, she'd never, very rare. She'd be by herself. If she wasn't.
Well, I'm just thinking, I know I've known Mrs. Fages, but social media, they would only post what looks good. But I swear the things they do, like, it's a fancy dinner. It's a fancy, like,
always something fancy.
A nice afternoon with a nice cocktail that looks really good. Or like there's something in the background going on, like something like that. Whereas we just do absolutely nothing.
And if they do get together at someone's house, they're all cooking dinner together, having a few wines.
Yeah.
And it's on their stories.
Yeah. Like, I think when it's one or two of them, they do absolutely nothing, maybe?
No, yeah, they do. If it's one or two of them, that means they're like best friends.
Yeah.
That's when I think they can talk some shit.
And they do nothing?
That's when their deepest, darkest secrets come out.
Yeah.
Right? And that's when
but the group settings, they've got some like pre-planned the morning of, or
they have something planned. It's either weeks, days, or definitely absolute minimum the morning of. They never just go out on a whim.
But I'm hoping that they still have that same just
the camaraderie.
Yeah, the camaraderie of just talking absolute smack to your friend about things that mean absolutely nothing.
Just stupid stuff.
And it's funny when, like, I don't know, just random things come up. Like you could not. I don't think you could place a bet and guess what we're going to talk about that day.
No, there's no way. And I know for a fact right now, any guys that have made it this far into the podcast and listening to this, they know the feeling.
Yeah,
they know it.
They're getting a smile on their face.
They are hyped up and they just want to go hang out with the boys. Now. Yeah, that's exactly. All I feel like doing. Yeah, just want to go hang out with the boys. And the women listening, we could be wrong and they're feeling the same thing because they do have it, or they want to feel it.
Yeah.
You know? So I hope they feel it. I hope they just come at us and say, we feel it.
Question we'll write this down after the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting the girls' perspective and on again. Yeah. We have to ask if they have this camaraderie.
Okay, we'll explain it again quickly and we'll ask them if
yeah. Because we want to know. Like, we're just making judgments on the basis of two dudes who generally don't actually know the answer.
We know very minimal about women,
other
than the fact that we like the way they look. So that's
especially unicorns.
That's about it. Yeah.
But so it's a Monday, so you've got a whole week to get through, lads. And then that Friday afternoon, probably you're going to message one. Let's go over here. And
let's go, boys.
You've got 4 days to wait, mate. 4 or 5 days from listening to this, and it's going to be there. The camaraderie, the talking shit. You got to think of who you're going to talk shit about. Like
exactly.
It's just going to be good vibes, good times, and you can't beat that feeling in the world. And I can happily say I absolutely love it.
Fuck yeah, enjoy yourselves.